So the card that has pretty much been dominating the OCG format for Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the past couple of months, Dragoon of Red Eyes, has finally been revealed to be released in the TCG with the release of the new 2020 Megatins in late August of this year. And since this channel of course is focused on the Mermail deck, what does this mean for Mermail? Well, first thing, the most obvious thing it means is we have another abusable card that's broken named Dragoon to use in our deck, so that's a plus. And seeing how this card is used in pretty much every single OCG deck, I don't think it's really too outlandish to expect a lot of Mermail decks to play this as well. I haven't really seen too many OCG decks. I've actually only seen one OCG deck that is playing Dragoon of Red Eyes, probably because the deck's probably just not that popular in general in the OCG land. But first, in case you don't know, what does Dragoon of Red Eyes do? So first, it's summon requirements. Dark Magician, plus Red Eyes Black Dragon, or one Dragon Effect monster. Sounds weird. You're probably thinking, if you don't know this card, how are we going to summon this, or how does anybody summon this? Let's read the effect first. So you cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. That's pretty good. During your main phase, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. That's just unfair for time rules, but that's pretty cool. Now, this effect can be used up to the number of normal monsters used as fusion material for this card. So hypothetically speaking, if you use a Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon to normal monsters, that is 2 times. Pretty good actually for going second. And the last effect is what I think really breaks the card. Once per turn, when a card effect is activated, quick effect, you can discard one card, negate the activation if you destroy that card, and this card gains 1000 attack for no reason, just gain 1000 attack. You already have 3000 attack and you're 8 stars, which is pretty decent. The most obvious way to bring this out would be Red Eyes Fusion, which just dumps 2 cards from the deck to summon it. That does lock you into not being able to summon anything else besides Fusion for the rest of the turn, so you want to use it at the end of your combo. Similar, you could also go into Verte Anaconda, dump the Red Eyes Fusion, meaning you're only going to play 1 Red Eyes Fusion, and then use that effect at the end of your combo. The thing I really like about this card, not just for Mermails, is hypothetically speaking, if you're playing this in your deck and you really want to summon and you just play 3 Red Eyes Fusion, maybe if you're actually playing like a Red Eyes Dark Magician deck, although who does that, you could actually do this as your first sort of interaction in the game, and then you have a negate to Nibiru, which is really cool. But another way that I think is really interesting to bring this card out is actually from an OCG combo that I saw. Link it in the description. It does involve a card we don't have released besides Dragoon of Red Eyes. It's a Link 1 monster, I believe. It's called like Link Cross or something. I believe the summon requirement is a Link 2 or higher monster, and when you summon it, you summon tokens equal to the Link rating of the monster used to summon it. Kind of a weird effect. I mean, it's a token generating card. Of course, it's going to be good like the Mecha Phantom Beast Link. So no surprise it's using a pretty good combo, but you could actually summon it using just Diva. And the way it works is it uses a synchro monster called Muddy Muddrag, which released about a year ago. And this card, like, when I first read it, I knew, like, this card's pretty good, but there's just no way to use it up until now. So level 6 synchro, 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuners. Generic. Great. This card can be used as fusion substitute for any one fusion material monster whose name is specifically listed on the card, so basically just Dark Magician. But the other fusion material must be correct, so in theory you could just use this and any dragon, which sounds insane. Now during your main phase, if you control this synchro summon card, you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monster you control as fusion material, including this card. You only use this hard once per turn. So you could summon Dragoon of Red Eyes off of this card, off of just a Diva normal summon using the Link Cross card we don't have yet. Basically all you do is summon Diva, get Neptibus, get Lapis Dragon, boom, make this thing, and then some Needle Fiber shenanigans in between there. But I'm actually really excited to start testing this card because I haven't really seen too much on it. And the thing about this card is, even if, let's say we decide like as Mermail players, like, hey, this card is really not that great to play in the deck, it just conflicts too much, adds too many bricks, because Mermail is a deck that, you know, kind of has to play a lot of bricks depending on the variant you're playing, if you're playing Genesis Controller, or playing the Mecha Phantom Beast, whatever. So for some builds, it might not be worth it, but the thing is, I feel like this card is just going to change the landscape of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the TCG so much like it did in the OCG, that I feel like so many people will prepare for this card by playing a lot more Ash Blossoms, playing a lot more things to stop the summoning of Dragoon and Red Eyes, which I think will inadvertently just make Mermail a better deck, because yeah, sure, it is the meme of, oh, Mermail loses to, you know, Ash on Diva normal summon, but the thing is, people don't realize this, unless you play Mermail. The deck with Needle Fiber can play through hand traps so much easier that in a hypothetical world where Mermail decides to not play Dragoon, yet every other deck plays Dragoon, and every other deck prepares for Dragoon, that just makes Mermail better. Maybe I'm thinking on the complete wrong line of thought, but either way, I am very excited for this card to come out. I am definitely going to try testing it in some Mermail builds, seeing if it can be summoned without using the Link one we don't have, and seeing if it's worth it. The Madman in me wants to just play 3 Red Eyes Fusion, but I feel like that's probably not a good idea. Hopefully that card gets reprinted, by the way, because it's like a $5 rare. Either way, let me know in the comments down what you think of this card. Do you think it'll be played in Mermail? Do you think it'll be not be played in Mermail? Do you think it's overhyped? I really don't think it's overhyped. I think it's going to be played in pretty much everything. Alright, the way that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all next time, and bye-bye.